I'm Kristen Maldonado from Pop Culture Planet. It's such
Hi.
an honor to meet you both, icons. Oh my God.
Thank
I'm
you.
so honored to be here. You guys have been playing Tommy and Dill since the beginning. You know, we watched them go from babies to teens and all grown up. And I was wondering what it was like for you guys returning to these roles so many years later, and also just how the voices have evolved over time for the characters.
To say, because I've watched it, the voices are, any show from episode 1 to season 6 is going to be a little bit different. But when you watch this version of the Rugrats, it's like no time has passed. The voices sound exactly the
babies
same.
all sound the
They
same.
really, everyone's maintained. It was like riding a bike, right? When we step back into these characters, and it felt so good. Like on my first record, I said to the director, I was like getting a little emotional. I'm like, it feels good to put this diaper back on, and we really did. I feel like it's pretty seamless. I don't know if you've seen any of the show, but vocally it feels and how it feels exactly the same. The only major difference is, of course, now it's CG. And initially I could see fans like, oh, why isn't it original? But they've really done such a fantastic job. It's a beautiful looking show. The animation is really high end. There's no, skimping out on
No, it looks
making
amazing.
it looks amazing. It's like
Yeah.
a beautiful, beautiful show that I think will capture new audiences and maybe kids that grew up with the show that now have their own children will get to be nostalgic and watch. I think there's going to be something for everyone in this show. Once we create a character, they really kind of live up in our brains. And when it's their turn to come out and play, they do. And it really feels like no time has passed. Like we are right back into Tommy's that amazing big brother that Dilly looks up to, that sometimes he annoys, but we authentically love each other so much. And it just feels good. And it was honestly pretty effortless. Like that's just how much we love each other.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Just hearing you guys' voices again is incredible. And I also wanted to ask, because like the two of you have voiced countless iconic roles and have worked together so many times. And so I was wondering if you both each had a favorite moment working together in your careers.
I mean, I would have to say the fact that I've known Tara for so long, that we were baby brothers together and we became friends, and then we became sisters on Powerpuff Girls and we stayed friends, and now we get to be Tommy and Dale again all these years later. I just think that's really special.
It is special. She's right. But I do have some favorite moments, like when you almost gave birth at a Rugrats session.
Yeah, I know, right? I
like,
was in
please,
labor
girl,
at a Rugrats
please stop
session.
working
Yes,
for 10
okay.
minutes,
Yeah, I
please.
didn't stop working. I went to the doctor and he was like, "You're not in labor." And I was like, "Okay, but I feel like I'm in labor." And I went to the Rugrats session and I was like, we're going on this event. Hold, please. With contractions, and then I'd be like, okay, and then they were like, you're having
I was
contractions.
there. I'm like, this girl's having a baby.
And I actually had a baby that night, so I was in labor, doc. Yeah,
Yeah, and then years later, you started to try to nurse in a studio.
I was always nursing.
And
in
of course,
studios.
it's adorable, but when babies are nursing, they're not quiet. So
They
you
do
would
this
have a
little-
line and you're yeah, that didn't really work.
Yeah, that was my thing.
My goodness.
Life and art, it's like life. A beautiful thing is like you get to play these babies and do this show. And then I got to have my baby and have her in the show and nurse my baby. And it's all like life and art, and everything was happening all at the same time. That's what I love about Rugrats. That's what I love about this one, because I know her for so long. It's so sweet.
We have been through a lot together.
Yeah, we have.
We've actually had some similar stuff
So
too.
crazy. Yeah.
For this new season, do you guys have a favorite episode that you can share with us?
All I can say is every time I've seen one of the episodes of Rugrats, I'm so floored by the animation that all I'm doing the whole time is like, oh my God, look at the rain. Look at the mud. Look at their little feet. Like everything just to
See,
me.
that's how I know I love you more than you love me. I'm like, wow, look at EG. Look how great her performance is. You're looking at the rain and I'm looking at you. This feels
love
starting to feel
that.
like therapy a little bit.
Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and if you want to talk more TV and movies with me outside of the comments section, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/kmaldo. If you like this one, you can check out more of my videos right over here. See ya!